Hello children, today we are going to learn geography. Children, in last two lesson video we had a learn our lesson number 3 tides, and today we are going to solve the question answers which are given in the exercise of lesson number 3. So children, let's start. Question number 1, prepare a chain by matching the following. So children, you can see on the screen we have three group over here. Understand the correlation between these points, match their pairs, and then prepare the chain by matching. This is the main point behind this question. So first let's read the group A. After that, one by one match the other points in the group and then we prepare the chain. So here first I read out this group 1, group A. Number 1, waves. Number 2, centrifugal force. Number 3, gravitational force. Number 4, spring tide. Number 5, nip tide. Children, these are the points in group A. We have to match this point with group B and group C. So here is the first point in group A is waves, and these points is matched in group B with wind, because wind is the main reason behind the occurrence of waves. See in the group C, third point. These are also generate, means waves are also generate due to the earthquake and volcanoes. So children, due to the earthquake and volcanic eruption that occurring below the floor of the ocean, these also reason behind the occurrence of wave. These waves are called tsunami. So here we are make a chain with waves, wind, and these are also generated due to the earthquakes and volcanoes. Second point, centrifugal force. This power or force that earth get due to the rotation of the earth, and this force is work away from the center of the earth. Children, this is centrifugal force is matched in group B with the rotation of the earth. Because of the rotation, earth get power, and this power is called centrifugal force. This power is work away from the center of the earth. Due to this power, any object get thrown towards the outer side of the center of the earth. So children, see in the group C, first point, object get thrown towards the outer side. So here children, we are make a chain. First point is centrifugal force, then the rotation of the earth, and third, object get thrown towards the outer side. Next, third point in group A, gravitational force. We know what is the gravitational force. All the physical body in this space have a gravitational force. They attract to each other. They attract to each other towards their center. So this points is matched in group B with the moon, the sun, and the earth. All these three physical body have their gravitational force. They attract to each other towards their center. Therefore, children, see in the group C, last point, operation in the direction towards the center of the earth. This gravitational force, these gravitational powers operate in the direction towards the center. So these points is also matched with the gravitational force. So children, here we are make a chain with gravitational force, the moon, the sun, and the earth, and the last point, operation in direction towards the center of the earth. Next point, number 4, spring tide. Spring tides are occur on new moon day or full moon day. These tides are higher than the average high tide and the lower than the average low tide. So children, these points is matched in group B with the new moon day, because these tides are occur on new moon day or full moon day. See in the group C, these points is matched in group C with the highest high tides occur on this day. So children, the spring tides are higher than the average high and the lower than the average low tide. So therefore these points is also matched with the spring tide. So here we are make a chain with spring tide, new moon day and the highest high tide occur on this day. Next point number 5, nip tide. Nip tides are occur on the first and the third quarter day of every month. On this day, the force of the sun and the moon operate in the opposite direction to each other. Therefore, the nip tides are little lower than the average high tide and little higher than the average low tide. So children, this is nip tide is matched in group B with the 8th phase of moon, means quarter day, because these nip tides are occur on first and the third quarters of every month. On this day, the force of the sun and the moon operate in different direction. Therefore, see in the group C, the force of the sun and the moon operate in different direction. These points is also matched with the nip tide. So here we are make a chain with nip tide, then 8th phase of moon means the quarter day, and last point, the force of the sun and the moon operate in different direction. Children, here we are complete our question number 1. Next, question number 2, give geographical reason. Number 1, tides are influenced more by the moon than the sun. So children, compared to the sun, the moon is quite close to the earth, and as a result, the gravitational force of the moon become more effective than that of the sun. Therefore, tides are influenced more by the moon than the sun. Next, number 2. At some places along the coast, the low-lying areas turn into lagoons or marshy land. Lagoons means a type of lake of salt water, and marshy land means type of wet land which is covered with trees. So children, low-lying areas along the coast are flooded and drained by the salt water brought in by the tides. This process led to a gradual deposition of some sea waters and sediments in low-lying areas. Then, in such a region, plants then take a root and hold the soil firms against the force of the tides and waves. This gradually helps in the maintaining mangroves and coastal biodiversity in the low-lying areas. So children, in this way, the some place along the coast, the low-lying areas turn into the marshy land or lagoons. This is the reason behind the formations of lagoons and marshy lands along the coast in the low-lying areas. Next question, number 3. Place located on the opposite meridian to the place experience high tide or low tide will also experience high tide or low tide respectively. So children, we had learned the geographical reason behind this situation. When a particular place faced to the moon, the gravitational force of the moon exceed the earth's centrifugal force. As a result, the water pull towards the moon and this place will experience high tide. At the same time, the antipodal locations means on the opposite meridian, the centrifugal force of the earth exceed the gravitational force of the moon. Children, therefore, the water is pulled in the direction away from the moon. This is called high tide at these two places. And children, the water for this high tide move in from the places on the two opposite meridian that are at right angle to these two meridian. Those are having high tide. This is causing low tide at those places. Thus, the places located on the opposite meridian to the places experience high tide or low tide will also experience high tide and low tide respectively at the same time. So this is question number 2. Next, question number 3. Answer in brief. Question number 1. If there is a high tide at 7 a.m., find the timing of the next high tide and low tide on the same day at a given place. So children, we had learned that after 12 hours and 25 minutes, the cycle of high tide and low tide get completed. So children, if there is a high tide at 7 a.m., that means after 12 hours and 25 minutes, this place will again experience next high tide. And the half time of 12 hours and 25 minutes means 6 hours and 12 minutes. After 6 hours and 12 minutes, this place will experience its next low tide. So children, answer of this question is, if there is a high tide at 7 a.m., the timing of next low tide and high tide will be approximately 1:12 p.m. and 7:25 p.m. respectively. Next, question number 2. If at Mumbai, which is located at 73 degree east meridian, there is a high tide at 1 p.m. on Thursday, then on which other meridian will there be high tide too? State the reason. So children, we had learn a place on the earth located at the opposite point of a place experience high tide and low tide, also experience high tide and low tide respectively at the same time. So children, if at Mumbai, which is located at 73 degree east meridian, there is a high tide at 1 p.m. on Thursday, then on 107 west meridian too, there will be high tide. And reason, a place on the earth located at opposite point of a place experience high tide and low tide, also experience high tide and low tide respectively at the same time. 107 west meridian is exactly opposite to the 73 degree east meridian. So children, this is the reason behind this situation. Next, question number 3. Explain the reason for the generation of the waves. So children, we had learned the main reason behind the occurrence of waves is wind. But the earthquake or volcanic eruption that took place below the floor of the ocean, these are also cause of generation of wave. So children, answer of this question is, first point, the main reason for the generation of waves is wind, but sometimes sea waves are also generated due to the earthquake or volcanic eruption occurring below the floor of the sea. So children, here we complete our question number 3. Next, question number 4. In what way will the following depends on the tide? So children, how these following things are depends on tide. Number 1, swimming. So children, while entering the sea for the swimming, we must take information of the timings of the tide. Swimming in the deep sea during the tides can lead to serious accident. Therefore, we are write down the answer for the swimming. While entering the sea, one must take adequate information of timing of the tides. Swimming in the deep sea during the tides can lead to serious accident. During high tide, it is always safe to swim in the shallow water near the coast. So student, this is how the swimming in the sea is depends on the timings of tide. Next, number 2, steering a ship. So children, we had learned that ship can move up to the port during the high tide. So children, therefore, one must steer a ship by taking into account the timings of tide. So this is how this steering a ship is depend on the timings of tide. Next, number 3, fishing. Children, we had learned with the high tides, fish move into the creek. Therefore, fishing is largely carried out at the timing of high tide. Next, number 4, salt pan. So children, we had learned during the high tide, seawater can be stored in the salt pan. From this water, salt can be obtained. Next, number 5, going to the coastal area for the trip. So children, while going to the coastal area for the trip, one must have details about the timings of the tide and also structure and the slope of the coast, rocky areas, streams near the coast before entering the sea water for the enjoyment. So children, this is how All these things are depends on the tide. Next, question number 5. Observe figure 3.8 of nip tide and answer the following question. So children, you can see the figure of nip tide. Observe this figure and then write down the answer of question. Question number 1. Which phase of the moon does it show? So you can see the figure. Which phase is this of moon? So you can see in the figure, this diagram show the phase of the quarter of the moon. Next, question number 2. What are the relative position of the moon, the sun and the earth? So children, you can see in the figure, the relative position of the moon, the sun and the earth are such that the moon, the earth and the sun make an angle of 90 degree. Next, question number 3. What effect will it have on the tides? So we had to learn about it. Such a position of the moon, the earth and the sun will lead to the nip tide. At this position, the force of the sun and the moon operate at the opposite direction to each other. Therefore, the high tide on this day is little lower than the average high tide, and the low tide it's little higher than the average low tides. Next, question number 5. Differentiate between. So children, find out the difference between the following points. So first point is here, high tide and low tide. So here, high tide and low tide. Number 1, a rise in the seawater level is called high tide, whereas a fall in the seawater level is called low tide. Second, at the timing of the high tide, the seawater is very close to the coast, whereas at the timing of the low tide, seawater is far away from the coast. So children, this is the difference between the high tide and low tide. We had to learn a rise in the seawater level is called high tide and the fall in the seawater level is called low tide. Next, number 2, spring tide and nip tide. So here, spring tide and nip tide. Number 1, spring tides occur on full moon day and new moon day. Children, we had to learn that spring tides are occur on full moon day and new moon day, whereas nip tides occur on the quarter moon day. We had to learn that nip tides are occur on first and third quarter of every month. Next, second point, during spring tide, the total pull and recede of seawater is much higher than the average pull and recede, whereas during nip tide, the total pull and recede of seawater level is much lower than the average pull and recede. So children, this is the difference between the spring tide and nip tide. Children, here we are complete our question number 6. Next, question number 7. Describe the positive and negative effects of tide. So children, we had to learn the importance of tide. With the help of this point, we are going to write down the positive and negative effects of tide. First, positive effects of tide. Number 1, with the high tide, fish move into the creek and this helps fishing activity. Second, the tides clear the west and hence the coast become a clean. Number 3, due to tides, port do not get filled with the sediment. Number 4, ship can move up to the port during the high tide. Number 5, during high tide, seawater can be stored in the salt pan from which salt can be obtained. Number 6, tidal force can be used to generate electricity. Number 7, the tides help in maintaining the mangroves and the coastal biodiversity. So these are the positive effects of the tides. Next, negative effects of tide. A lack of an understanding of the timings of high tides and low tide may cause accident to swimmer entering the sea. So this is the negative effects of tide. For that, we must take a information of timings of tide. So children, here we are complete our question answers of lesson number 3, tides. Write down these question answers in your notebook. revise it. Thank you.